glad that they come in and do that. So, Carol's here from the Senior Center. How are things?
Hey, wet.
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 So, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday they had the deal at
Yesterday.
How did that go?
From what I could tell, it went well. I went over there 3 times. And a lot of people there.
Good.
You know, a lot of people looking at the shopping stuff. I don't know. I haven't talked to the seniors yet to see how much they sold, but I did go in the doctor's office, and it was awesome to see so many people that weren't there for sick. They were there for, preventive health maintenance type thing.
Well, that's good. And I was in Roswell yesterday, and I went by to the Eastern Fair, and they had their senior day yesterday, and they had some stuff in their new building for seniors at 3:00, and I didn't realize that door was open. I was going into the office, but I walked in on that, and they were busy there. A lot of folks getting information that they need to help them out. So it's good to know that there's opportunities for seniors to get the information they need on things like that.
See, I could have just rode with you. We went up after work yesterday.
Yeah.
Walked through, looked at that black cloud, and I said, I'm leaving.
Well, I was in the train thing inside the exhibit building there, and it started raining, and you could kind of hear it on the
building
outside on the building. And one of them said to the other, "Did we fix the roof?" And it was, well, the barn's always going to leak, No, did we fix the roof here? Because you got all that electrical stuff running around.
Everywhere, yes.
Yeah, you don't need any leaks in there, so that would be a bad thing. Well, where would you like to begin on events coming up at the Artesia Senior Center?
We're going to talk about today is the game day of choice.
Okay.
So like I told you last time, they've been playing that Bulldog Knockout.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there'll be some there for that today, but I'm hoping somebody else will bring another game and introduce to the seniors something that they would like to do.
Okay.
I'm hoping it gets to where they're enjoying it enough. We'll find a room where they can have it every week instead of just every other week.
Okay.
So if you're listening and you like to play games and you have something, I heard since we've started this, I've heard of a Farkle.
Okay.
I've heard of Sequence. In fact, I got that one.
Okay.
There's just so many games, and I'm like, I've never...
Farkle,
and I think it's with dice.
I'll have to look that up and see.
I think they throw dice from what they were saying.
Yeah.
And of course, they like to hit me with the names that they know I'm not going to be familiar with. Bridge, poker, I can help you with. 42, I can help you with. But some of that other, I'm like,
Well, I'm going to look up. There was one of the original Star Treks, and the guy, Kirk, wound up in the past or somewhere, or some planet that was stuck in the mobster times. And he was stuck playing a card game with one of the aliens there, and he called it Double Fizzbin or something like that.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
So I'll look up that name, and that way, if they start trying to stump you, you can throw, well, I bet you don't know how to play Double Fizzbin.
Well, and I don't know how to play Pinochle.
You know, I've heard that name, but I've never tried to play
I've
that
got
game.
one senior keeps telling me she's going to teach me.
Okay.
But I'm up for the challenge.
There you go.
Remind everybody tonight, we will have a band. They will be, some of them are referencing it TV because we're viewing it through the TV.
Mm-hmm.
But they're actually playing in their barn in Roswell. If they don't get flooded out up there. It was raining so bad last night.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Hey. So at 7 to 9:30, Cibola Springs will be there. Or Cibolo Springs, just whichever you want. It's a really good band. We did have it set up where the band could see the audience.
Oh, good.
Now, people don't realize there's a delay.
Right.
And so that's the one issue that we've got to work through. I can't fix the delay.
Right.
I don't think there's enough money and technology to have it instant.
You can't afford it.
That's why I said enough money.
Even if you had all the money in the world, it's still going to have a delay. Yeah, but so what they're doing is, I guess, waving at the camera and expecting to get
instant
an immediate
wave.
response.
So and then it takes a few seconds.
Yeah.
And then they've given up and walked away, and then they're waving back. So, but everybody seemed to enjoy it last time I did this.
Good.
So I'm hoping we have a big turnout tonight. Our hearing service will be tomorrow from 9 to 11 here on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So please come to that. And then remember the dance classes. For those that are a little insecure about getting on that dance floor, Chris and her husband will be there Friday night at 6:30. One person read it as dance. I was like, no, no, no. Read the whole line. Dance classes. There's no.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll help you. They'll help you fine tune if you're already a dancer. Or if you're wanting, you can come down and be a helper
Okay.
to help those that don't have a partner to bring.
Now, are they doing the cumbia or the two-step?
No, no, this is Western.
Western. Okay.
Western.
Got it.
Next week will be cumbia and two-step.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, and then we'll have Cibolo Springs
Mm-hmm.
on the stage Saturday night.
In the house.
In the house. There you
Okay.
go. In the house.
All right.
Okay, and then next week on Tuesday, we've had several people asking about this, our battery, free watch batteries. And I wanted people to know that she pays for those batteries herself. That's why we're limiting it to 2, because we have, people have a lot of watches.
And she's donating the.
And she's donating all those batteries. And then sign up. We're going to go out to eat at Piccolino's.
That's an excellent place.
Oh, my goodness. If you hadn't had their hot ham and cheese with green chili sandwich.
Ooh, that sounds good.
You get this sandwich that's about the size of a breakfast plate. It's unreal.
Yeah.
And then a choice of soup or salad.
Wow.
And then you take it home because you have a whole nother meal.
2 for 1.
2 for 1.
Yeah.
Okay, and I wanted to let everybody know we will be doing blood pressure checks.
Okay.
This next, not today, because we do it every other. So remember, it's next week. J&J Home Care is so instrumental in helping us with so many things at the senior center. It's awesome, but that's next week. But I'm going to bring this up each week as long as we have time.
Mm-hmm.
That Medicare 101, I can't stress that enough.
That's in 2 weeks.
That's in 2 weeks.
Mhm.
But I want people to start writing down their questions. Because, Jean, when you get to a presentation and you hear all this information, I have to write questions about something they say, but then I forget what it was I wanted to ask. So write your questions down, be prepared. And if it's something you absolutely have to have an answer to, I have 2 very good contacts that we can make a phone call. If they're available, they will help us right then. But they're going to be here doing this presentation live themselves, giving us everything firsthand.
And that's coming up on the 20th.
On the 20th, but it's so important to me.
Yeah.
So,
So we've got about a minute left.
yes,
All right.
I just went blank. Oh, our fall craft sale will be coming up.
On the 18th.
So watch the calendar. I wasn't going to tell them. I was going to tell them, watch the calendar.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine. No. I want you to be reading these calendars. Mary does a lot of work to put them out.
Right.
Thank you again for having me here, Jean. It's been awesome coming down each week, trying to figure out what I want to explain to people and see how fast I can talk to get everything in all at once.
All right. So game of choice today.
Yes.
And
Oh, and one thing. Now I
Yes.
got to talk fast.
yeah.
The painting class did explain something to me, that if you're a new painter, you come down. If you think you're interested, they will provide the paint, the brush, and the canvas the first time, so that you can come try it and see if you like it.
Good. That is good to know.
So that was something I told them, and painting was going on in about 2 minutes. So hope to see you there.
So if you want to see if you're interested, check it out.
No cost.
Carol, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Died his pleas not to cut